Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning roast. And I am, of course, Sugar Chris. And with me today is, on time today, Mr. Sam.
What's up? Hello and
And
good morning.
And our guest, Mr. James from Broken Compass Comic.
How's it going, everybody?
So, unfortunately, I've got a second Canadian with me this morning.
You mean gracefully? Yeah, we are great from the north.
Taking over.
I know, right?
It's okay. I'm a Canadian who wishes he was American, so I'm with you, Chris.
Me, I don't have to wish I'm American. I am. I come from that generation where we were all one America.
There you go. So how was everybody's weekend?
I just, some people feel like they're in, overcompensating. Right, Chris?
Whatever you say, Sam.
Hello, Soul.
I'll stay in the America that, has guns, not up there in silly north.
Yeah, don't. Do you think it's not gonna happen? We're fighting back.
Well, our prime minister said that he's taking the guns away. I don't know what he's talking about because we don't have any. So,
yeah, dude, we have more guns per capita than a lot of freaking places.
It's true, but
it's hunting rifles.
Yeah, and a lot of illegal guns. Like that's the biggest trade up here is like illegal firearms. So,
yep. And Trudeau just got COVID again. It just happened. It's when that guy's getting close to Ottawa again. Last time was Hong Kong, and now it's that guy that's walking all the way from his home to Ottawa, and he's getting there, and now he has COVID again, and he's going to hiding again.
I haven't been following it. I mean, there's just too much to follow with all this nonsense that Canadian politics are stupid as it is, but
yes.
It's Trudeau is his own sort altogether.
I didn't hear your accent on 80s Made stream, but I hear it now. I hear the aboot and stuff.
People say I'm saying aboot. I don't hear it. I don't know what you're all talking about.
We got Pale Rider. This is late, just like his two ice tramp stamp baby mama. His two ice? Oh, toxic
baby mama.
I got you. Let's see. Brian needs to recover from the subpar moderation on Saturday's stream. You did a job. So it says, welcome to the morning roast where people sometimes don't know where north and south is. A broken compass probably won't help, but has one book to show, and I'm also here. Yo, James and chat. Hello, Sam. Yes. We got Mr. Brink, Genuine Comics. Hello. You got the Twitter link for Broken Compass and the Indiegogo link for Linguists and Bastards. Marinus, hail. Let's see, and caught up. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, well, since you're new to the show, James, why don't we start off with who are you?
I'm a ginger who writes comic books.
All right. Well, now that I know we're not going to get any backers.
So more gingers to the power. That's even better.
Yeah, there Oh God, a ginger? Fuck
ginger,
that guy.
Oh no.
Hey, dude, the entire Inkslayer crew is pretty much gingers, except Inkspot.
It's funny how many gingers I've met. I hardly see any of my kind walking around these days. So it's nice to see we're out there.
Yeah, they're hiding their redness.
So I just figured they're getting replaced, much like in comics, right? So they're ginger one day, and the next day they have like black hair or something.
That's what I'm saying. They all tinting their beards so they don't show. They don't want to get ginger side.
Failing of gingivitis. But to answer your question, Chris, I'm James. I am the writer of Magnificent Bastards, owner of Broken Compass Comics, little comic book publisher out of Canada that just recently started up last year. I used to write, ghostwrite in the industry many moons ago, and decided to come on back to comics and get this story out there. And so I'm the new kid on the block for CG, but making a lot of fast friends and loving my time so far in the community.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Yep, Mr. Fisk, Ginger side is real. Let's see. Okay, how do I get? Okay, I think I can bring this up. So, let's see. Soul sent this to me through email. Let me. Oh, wait, how do I bring it up? It's not showing. Oh, because it's not on Chrome tab. Where? I don't know how to share it. Okay.
You don't know how to share what?
This thing he sent me in the email.
Oh, download it. Don't do the same thing as I did.
I downloaded it and brought it up under photos, but it's not showing up under share screen. The same show up under like a window. Huh.
Maybe the file format.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of that.
What is it? A JPEG? A PNG?
I don't know. A JPEG. JPG. How's that? I don't know. Moving on. I'll figure it out in a minute. I can't just sit here. There we go. Bring that up instead. What we're all here to learn about anyway. Magnificent Bastards. Now, even though I've seen you on 80s made stream, I still don't know much about this this comic.
That's the trick. It's the mystery book. So basically, Magnificent Bastards is, I describe it as being kind of Goodfellas meets Doctor Who meets Back to the Future. The first good chunk of the book is very much in the style of a Scorsese film, and then kind of goes off the rails and never gets back on when it starts getting into the more sci-fi kind of stuff. But it does follow the main character, Montgomery Chester Williams, and kind of tells the story of his early life and what turned him into a bastard, essentially, leading him into meeting an interdimensional walrus named Lucy. As you do.
Yeah, just some random ass raw. Wild walrus.
Why not? Interdimensional walrus travel makes complete sense.
Okay.
Hashtag don't do drugs, kids.
I don't know. The walrus thing got marked with Tusk. That was a really bad movie.
Oh God, yeah, that Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah, dude, I watched I think the first 15-20 minutes, and then you're like, no, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not about that movie either, so I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Solan saying, Sim, you're kind of on it. I'll send it to you. You know how to share, but make it big this time. So please don't see my email address again.
Well, I don't know. I downloaded it. I got it brought up.
Okay, I got it. Hold on.
I don't know.
Okay, sketchbook, JPEG, image file.
Gosh damn it.
Worse comes to shove.
We got General Piggy. Hail, hail.
Hail.
And there you go.
With his hair pulled back, Chris looks like he has a fat face. Thank you, Pat Roger. Thank you.
Not available. I found my apartment, so I'm back on the job, dude.
Lovely. Let's see. Fist says Kevin Smith's talent disappeared with his fat.
Disappeared when he had a daughter, I would say.
We got Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Hello, sir. Mr. Brink says, compared to this show, mine looks professional. That's right. We strive to lift everyone else up. Let's see. How many pages are we looking at? I can't. That's one thing I can't remember.
It's going to be 42 pages.
Oh, nice.
The art looks cool.
I've seen that gun before.
You probably own one.
No. Too modern. I don't own a lot of modern guns. So it's comedic, but it's like got a bit of how you say irreverent humor. Is that the word I'm looking for?
It's a very dark humor behind it, but definitely a lot of comedy there.
What a lovely bunch.
Lovely. I think I've seen these people around town before.
Is that where the inspiration comes from?
Some of the inspiration is in the book is actually from real world stuff I've seen or stories. You know, when he's talking about his background, such as somebody getting stabbed in the face with a pencil. I witnessed that in high school. So,
Lovely.
Right what you know, right?
Mm-hmm. You know, you think Canadians are just nice, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, which area are you from?
I'm from Ontario.
That's why you have the very low boot in there.
The very low boot.
Yeah.
The low boot. And the low oot.
Yeah. That guy kind of looks familiar too. That big chunky guy.
Nice.
Kind of looks like a caricature of a fat mad. What was the name of that guy? Remember the Mad magazine?
Oh, Alfred E. Newman?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Yeah, I never thought about that.
So who does the art?
So the art is by a gentleman by the name of Samir Samayo, out of Brazil. And Rob Cronenberg does the color.
Daggone Brazilians. They're taking over.
They are everywhere in the artist community these days.
It is made. Hail, my friend.
Nothing to
Hey,
do with
ladies.
and nothing to do with currency exchange.
Yeah. Really. I just gave this man $1,000 in Brazilian pesos.
Mm-hmm. And you have 80s made joining in too, saying hello everyone. Hail Sugar Chris. Hail Sim. You have Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective.
Hey, on. Our boy here is fighting dirty.
And General Piggy.
Oh, first time backers will get a exclusive art print. Nice. Let's see. All right. Let me scroll back. I didn't play the trailer. Soul's gonna start fussing. Let's see.
Your speculation, just an educated guess. I'd say that man.
Mute yourself, Chris. It doesn't echo.
My name is Montgomery Chester Williams. My friends call me Monty. Well, They would, if I had any. You know, if the universe has taught me anything, it's what others refuse to admit. In the animal kingdom, the largest predator rules it all.
No, unmute yourself.
I'm working on it. I only have one little mouse here.
I'm just having your back here. Whoa.
Jeez. Let's see. Bored with Sugar's low energy, go watch him. Why did I give you a wrench? I'm glad you caught on the trail responsibility so well. That's going to add a lot to the pitch. Yeah, eventually it will be a real, actual show one day. Oh, it's flexible.
Yeah, I forgot to turn that off.
Well, there you go. So you've reached your funding, so people will get their books.
Yep, we're a little over halfway through getting everything ready, and we'll be going on demand. It looks like everybody's kind of telling me to, so we'll be going on demand, and then as books ship, then everybody else will start getting their stuff as well as more orders come through.
Is this your first 30 or?
It's the second 30 because I'm terrible at promoting myself.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, we all have to learn that.
Everybody has to learn things. Let's see. I'm struggling to come up with questions because I can't really talk about the story.
Why not?
Because he can't reveal things.
It is an issue with the first issue, especially, is that the trick of the story is something that can't be discussed too heavily on, but you can go for it, Chris. Like I will definitely say what I can.
The monkey.
Her name is Susan.
Susan the monkey? No. Coco. It's the monkey representation of Monty.
Oh. Return to monkey. Yeah, am I going to get more things? Find a song where the words girl, woman, or senorita are celebrated. He knows most of that. No, I don't. That's the problem. You always pick songs I don't know.
But, since we have a monkey there, maybe you could see what was it? You and me, BBC, nothing but mammals. No?
Now, Chris doesn't have to sing it. You just did.
I know.
Yeah.
But I want him to sing it.
Singing's done. Look,
So go get some backing.
Back. What's Fisk? Did Fisk say something? Who does? I'm just a girl. They play that song a lot. They used to play it a lot at work. I don't think they have lately. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I like the Rob Stewart suggestion.
Lettuce for the pigs. Shelves were empty. Holy cow. That ain't good. Yeah, our shelves are actually pretty stocked lately. I mean, relatively compared to how it was when the coup first happened.
Yeah, I haven't seen much down here in the ways of empty shelves. I can't remember. There was a couple of things that were out completely. but it's not like some of the images that I've seen with like just completely like barren grocery stores in the U.S.
Yeah, like we have some stuff here and there that's empty, you know, but and like our trucks are still, you know, we're still not getting the stuff we were supposed to in. Like we're still getting like 60% of the truck, but it's still like relatively we still have product, you know, keeping it pretty well full and stocked. It's just like I didn't have Celeste pizzas the other day. I'd ordered it, wouldn't come in. It ran out on the shelf, was empty. But then like the next truck it came in. So it's so far it's just very minor stuff.
Yeah, I read that though that there's going to be a shorting of tampons soon.
That's okay. People can just buy some DC Comics and use those.
I know, right?
There you go. All right, let's see. Keeping all the lettuce hostage. Okay.
I thought that was funny. I think it was somebody said like it's like with everything that's going on and the shortage and shit. I'm like, are you sure that we're the one giving the sentence to Russia, or it's not the other way around? That was funny. We're the one losing a lot of stuff.
I don't know. I hear Russia's not doing so good with in terms of or like it's stabilized, but yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I haven't been keeping up with any of that stuff.
See, Chris is saying, I wasn't able to get a Cocoa Crispy cereal for 2 years. Nobody in New Hampshire carried GM cereals for a long time. Lactate milk. Good luck trying to find that. Ooh.
That's weird. Yeah. Wow.
Isn't in New Hampshire that new free state thing?
I got plenty of that.
Am I mixing it up?
Got plenty of both of that here.
You guys get the best cereals. We get garbage.
Yeah. I had to go to Plattsburgh to get those cereals before.
I didn't know you ate anything outside of Tim Hortons, Sim. That's all I hear you eat when I talk to you.
It's way better than Dunkin' Donut.
I don't know. I never eat at Dunkin' Donuts. Let's see. Tommy says, did see some cool toys, though. They had a Puppet Masters 2-pack of figures by NECA. Puppet Masters. Nice. I was down at last time we went to the cons, we went and on our way back stopped at like a mall. And there was a place that had like, it was a video game store and it had like arcades set up and everything, but it had a bunch of horror stuff too. So they had a bunch of the puppets, like wow, what are they called? What is it called? Puppet Masters, or is it called What was that one?
The Puppet Master with like there's like the pin-eyed guy or whatever.
Yeah, like all the different
with
little
the trench coat, and there's like the leech lady, and
yeah, it had a bunch of those. Like they had like the dolls and everything. Had like certificates and stuff because they were like authentic figures.
That's so cool. I grew up with those movies. So like, yeah, I always wanted to have those toys. Now, as you can see, I have too many toys, so
yeah, you've got a fancy whole display up there.
I don't buy toys anymore. I don't have room for it.
So Chris is like, New Hampshire is just to your south, Sim. When Comrade Tudor drops the hammer, New Hampshire will welcome you. Well, you might have a neighbor soon.
Yeah, one day Sim will get smuggled in.
Yeah, don't forget that if we're Canadians, Bill Ryder has been doing it. It's called #FreeACanadian. We also call our campaign the GTFO. So go back James' campaign as well.
So I can get out of Canada.
It's also at GTFO. So let's get the fuck out.
Yeah, I should have took pictures of those Puppet Master dolls. They were really cool. They were really nice looking, real detailed. Even had the strings, coming up off of them, like a puppet should and everything. And they had these little certificates, from the the movie company and everything. It's really nice. Let's see, best crossover doll man versus the Puppet Master. NECA usually see. I don't know anything about like figures and stuff. So like I don't know who NECA is and all that stuff.
Yeah, they do. NECA does like an ungodly amount of toys, especially for like horror franchises and stuff like that.
Yeah,
For the past
aren't
few
they the
years.
new Miko? Aren't they like the new Miko or something like that?
I'm not sure on that. I see their stuff all the time. They did like they did those Ninja Turtle ones that were like really large, full detailed 80s Ninja Turtle movie
Wow.
ones, and yeah, they do a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, they had that store had a bunch of horror stuff, and then like beside that store was another store, and it had nothing but like old toys. It had a few comics. It had a ton of old toys. They had a ton of Devilman toys.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was all kinds of like just different nerd collectibles, I guess.
I was actually looking at. I didn't realize that they had just released a new collected of Devilman. It's like 2 books, like all the original Devilman stuff. I was thinking of grabbing that.
Nice. Let's see. NECA does the good Predator figures and also horror icons like Ash versus Evil Dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the one. They're the one that are doing the Tom McFarlane type of movie creatures, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like what McFarlane Toys was doing in the 90s, or early 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know nothing about it.
You sure? Because if you've ever seen the Scarface action figure or all those things, that was Tom McFarlane, and then it ended up being NECA. I used to collect a whole bunch of them before.
So I see you haven't put the walrus pussy on your stretch goals yet.
The Waldo, yeah, not yet. It's still in production. The Baldo walrus attachment.
Sure.
We're now kind of thinking maybe we should just do a full walrus sex doll for those that really want it.
Yeah.
That'll be the next campaign.
A sex doll, maybe a body pillow to start with.
Skip body pillows.
You get those stress foam type of like those big teddy bears now. They're like the stress balls. So you get that, but as a walrus, and it's a body pillow.
Oh my goodness. I knew a guy who collected body pillows, so.
Oh wow. Why?
I don't know. And then you'd be like, I have too many body pillows, so I'm selling some of them. Like nobody wants to buy your body pillows.
Yeah.
Used body pillow.
What'd you do with them? Yeah.
I've never owned one. I don't see the point. I don't really understand why people have them.
You know why they have them, Chris. You know.
Ew.
Yeah.
The strippers and you all have a very different idea on toys. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Pale Rider. Oh, lordy. Oh, we got add-ons. Let's see. What are these add-ons?
Buy a beer for a bastard.
Option 2, the warm bastard. Oh, a hoodie.
Yeah, so I think we only have 3 left of those, something like that.
Wow. That's quick. You're selling through them. Todd Gale signed cover print. And what else do you have here? Scroll. Oh, you've got names for your perks. So I can't just figure out what they are at a glance here.
Yeah, so the Magnificent Bastard is both covers. So you got 2 copies of the book, cover A, cover B.
Hmm.
All physical copies will be signed of everything. You get a Lucy the Walrus art print, bookmark, digital copy, and 2 pins, which is the I Heart Walrus pin and a Broken Compass Comics pin.
Okay. Oh, I just realized this is in funny money.
It's in funny money, so it's much cheaper for you guys.
Weird funny money. All right, poor bastard. That's the digital. Okay. Then just cover A, cover B, and then the hoodie.
And then the hoodie. So the hoodie's going to go back into an add-on. I put it on the main page because somebody just wanted to buy the sweater. So there is, I believe, only 3 or 4 left of the hoodie.
Oh, that's good. I'm still not sure what to make of the story.
So, you don't know what they made of the story. There was the video. Maybe you could ask for a pitch.
We already gave his pitch.
I know, but you seem to be lost. Maybe you didn't pay attention.
Isn't that every stream?
So don't fuck with the gimmick. It's a gimmick. Do we get any backing so far?
Oh, of course not. So what I can say is that like it is a story that's going to take place across multiple dimensions. Of course, with an interdimensional walrus, it will be we will be traveling across some interesting landscapes, and it is really the story of Monty kind of finding out that he is probably the most important person in every reality, even though he doesn't want to be, and he's just a criminal asshole.
Mm.
And he's kind of realizing his destiny.
Yeah, I know. I see. I know how that is, being the most important person. Yeah. Let's see. What's Tommy saying? My daughter's supposed to be sending me artwork for the book we're working on soon. At least that's what she claimed. Yeah. Get on her. Crack the whip.
We have Aaron that joined in too.
Hey, Aaron. Hope you're doing well today. We're looking at Magnificent Bastards. Let's see. Trying to kind of see what the chat's saying. So he says digital is $10. There are cheaper jukeboxes, but they don't give you a PDF and sugar music. Let me see.
I'm sure we could find a Walrus-related song that he could sing if we get backing.
Oh, that sounds cool. I'll have to check out those figures. I don't know. I can't get into the whole figure thing like you guys do. Like I can't do that. Like it never appealed to me just getting a figure and then just setting it, up for display. Like you guys have. It's never appealed to me.
Yeah, yet you say that, but you have like 25,000 gun.
I have those guns have a purpose, sir.
It's definitely a good decision on your part, because then eventually you end up like this, which is just space that could be used for better things, probably.
Plus, my guns don't devalue; they only go up in price. But I don't know. It's like my brother. He has a bunch of stuff like that, like figures and just different things for display purposes and stuff. And I've never done that. I got this house, and everybody's like, oh yeah, now you can do all these things inside that. I'm like, and I'm like, nah. I'll leave it. I just like it how it is. Like you can do all this decorating. I'm like, no. I'd
You
rather
should
not.
definitely have one of those rooms with all your rifles on the wall.
I do need to do something for this room at least, so that way the back area here is all fancy looking when I go live. You know, like James has there. It's a
I'll
nice
just ship you. I'll just ship you all these figures, bud. There you go. You can just have them. I don't care.
Let's see. You guys are all magnificent bastards as far as Aaron's concerned.
Well, thank you.
Amen.
Nicely said, Aaron. Nicely said. We got Odin. Guten
Hail,
Morgen.
Odin.
Hello.
Trying to remember what does that gun? What gun is that? I don't know. I'll look it up later. I remember that gun. Look at that Chad.
Is it, who, the Walrus or Monty? Both Chads.
The Walrus isn't a female?
It is, yeah. Just the look on Lucy's face in that is priceless to me. That's such a Chad expression. So that's the Back to the Future cover, based on the poster Back to the Future.
Gosh, I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
Yeah, Chris Fisk says that's a Mac 10.
Well, yeah, I could see that being based off of Mac 10. I was talking about this one. Or, let me see if I can find that better. Yeah, like there. This gun. I've seen a gun similar to that. I can't remember what it was called.
There you go, Bear Rider. Found it. The Walrus Beatles song. There you go. So get to backing. We have a Walrus song for Chris to sing.
Act 10.
Which is fitting, because that is kind of the joke of the first book. Is that specific song.
Never heard it.
Check it out, because you might have to sing it soon.
Again, I don't listen to the Beatles that much. I'm never a fan. Let's see. The Walrus Beatles.
I am the Walrus.
You could have just copy pasted the link.
Yeah, well, I don't have the video up. Leave me alone.
Sugar Chris, I went on a figure collecting spree a few years ago that started by having a Nightfall armor Ezreal standing on the shelf. Now the whole thing is full. Can send you a photo later.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't mind looking at it. Wouldn't mind checking that out.
God, I just keep seeing more and more of this Miles Morales Thor comic panels from it, and I just want to. Makes me want to die.
The What If comic? Yeah.
The graffiti on the hammer and like making
Just the dialogue, man. Like, I hadn't seen this one where it's hot wings coming in hot. Who wrote this? Oh my god.
Tech 9. There we go. Yeah, it has some Tech 9 influence. Yeah, thank you, Odin. Thank you. All right. That was bugging me. Thank you. Shoot, Chris is boring the shit out of me. Might as well start drinking. Well, usually you do that before the show even starts. So. Hammer time.
You know, that's where this entire What If comic came from. Somebody in the writer's room was like, hammer time. We got to do something with that. What can we do? For sure.
Yeah, like it was so. Yeah, that comic is so horribly stereotyped and stuff. Like, I thought it was supposed to be a comedy when I was seeing those panels.
So they're making Miles. Morales into Gwen. What is her name? Gwen Stacy, Gwen Poole, and stuff like that. When they could just be every character.
I
He's the
can't tell if
go-to
you're.
now.
I can't tell if you're joking. Is he going to become Gwen Stacy? Is that going to be a thing?
uh
him and Peter snuggling up like,
huh.
I love you, Miles.
That'll be the next what if.
I don't know. They just made Tim Drake gay now, so.
Yeah. And Batman and everybody else.
And they killed the Justice League again.
I still think Love and Thunder won't bury the character deep enough.
Did you hear that Chris Hemsworth said that that movie's probably going to be his last Marvel? He's done.
I didn't see that, but I don't doubt it. I'd be done too.
Yeah, we could say that he was done wrong in the last two movies.
I don't know. I haven't watched any of them. I didn't think this Love and Thunder looked any good. I didn't think Ragnarok looked any good.
Oh, Ragnarok, the intro is fucking sick. But then, you have to admit, the freaking immigrant song intro, it's fucking epic. But then after that, the movie turns really, really meh.
Hey, Phil.
But realistically, that's what they're kind of relying on, is like these great tunes from the past and like applying them to these visuals, and then there's no substance other than that. It's like that's the identity of the movie. No character development that's worth a damn. All of the Marvel movies are the exact same movie, in my opinion.
Let's see. What if Hulk Gamma time?
It's Gamma time.
It's more than time.
Still saying, Sim, they can kill the Justice League as long as it's the Snyderverse version.
Okay.
I enjoy them.
I'm okay with that. Marvel has successfully destroyed every white male hero and replaced it with turds and tampons. Pellerin says he liked Ragnarok. That's cool. Don't know. I haven't watched a Marvel movie since the first Avengers.
It's okay. Like all the girls in there act like they're strippers. I'm not surprised he likes them. Like even when they fight, they look like they're doing pole dancing. Come on, did you remember that? If you guys remember that fight with that big bad girl there, Hera, like all she does is technically spin, pivot, and dance.
I don't remember any of the fights from any of the Marvel movies because they all look like a video game. They all kind of blend together in my brain.
So he says he's trying to get priorities figured out. What do I create a meme, draw up a design, do videos, or write more story outlines? And I wonder why I have too many things to do. Yeah, it does sound like a pickle. Sim, and I enjoy roasting you over it.
Yeah.
Fist says I had better never hear about more cultural appropriation after making a Black Valkyrie in Heimdall. Heimdall, however you say it. Yeah, need to reach out to Phil, get him on. Need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. I do like the art. I like the art on this. And I'm interested. I'm curious about the story. It seems different, than what we normally get.
It is pretty out there stuff, I will say.
Yeah, because they're traveling through dimensions and stuff, so you can pretty much do whatever you freaking want.
It was part of like the thought process behind the book because it does give the opportunity to kind of write whatever tickles my fancy, right?
Yeah. So one story is probably going to
opens
be
him
called
up.
Dead by Snoo Snoo, and he's going to get into a dimension ruled by a Amazonian woman.
Ah, you're ruining it. I will say there is a large overarching story. There is like a central villain. There is a lot going on that you get a really good idea of kind of where it's heading towards the end of the first issue. And then the second issue is going to kind of go full bore on explaining a lot more than what's in the first one. That almost sounded like a sentence.
How much of the book is done?
We're over halfway done.
Oh, that's good. Let's see. So since the blood spilling is very pronounced in this book.
And there's a lot of it that isn't shown. It's pretty gory, actually. Guns, sex, boobies, gore, all the good things. Everything a growing boy needs.
So not only do you have a big walrus, but you have a pig in there. Is that a main character?
No. But there's a pig there.
Hey, like the way that he shows up in that page, like you're not sure if it's a, like a pig, or maybe like, anthropomorphic, or,
Yeah, it's a lot of
like a pig man.
Yeah, there's like some elements where, Monty's kind of imagination and his thought process is visualized as well.
There he is.
There's a beautiful pig.
When you look at him, like you're not sure if it's a pig or it's a pig man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has too much attitude to just be a pig.
Maybe the artist just wanted to draw a pig.
No, I think I'm right.
This wasn't even in this book. What the fuck are you doing? That wasn't even in the script.
He only comes in issue 3. Why the fuck is he there?
Let's see. Navarro says he has no problem appropriating anyone's culture. They can suck it. Well, there you go. Let's see.
See, Bell Rider really liked the idea of that the Red Dress Diary being a musical.
Diary's the musical now. Fisk will be race swapped. Oh, okay.
Why, is he ginger?
Let's see. So, what's the exclusive art print?
It's not that. I'll be posting it soon.
Naked man with his balls hanging.
Yeah, that's what everybody gets. Fucking dick pic. Free dick pic with every order. It's actually in the spirit of the wonderful CG Vacation coming out, so it's going to be a pin-up of Lucy on the beach in a bikini.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good accessory to the Walrus add-on that we'll get to later.
There we go. Yeah, we've already unlocked the 3 stickers.
The 3 stickers are unlocked now as we hit 1,500 Canadian Monopoly money.
Then we got to jump up to 8K to get to a Walrus Owner's Manual.
The Walrus Owner's Manual. So the Walrus, although a character in herself, you can kind of think of her almost like the DeLorean from Back to the Future, or like the TARDIS from Doctor Who. Like, she is the mode of transportation.
She's kind of like, what was it, Lockjaw in Inhumans. Let's see. 10K all physical copies will come with a set of tarot cards. Oh, so tarot cards play a role in the story.
To a degree, yeah, because it's really about fate and kind of what makes your life versus somebody else. Is it nature, nurture, that kind of thing? What makes you you?
I don't know. This all sounds too deep and for me. Oh my. That's everything. I have a feeling that one day you'll be so excited you'll accidentally write Red Dress Diarrhea for real. Well, that's a thing. It's in the work. It's in the works. Why do you think I'm pushing the singing thing so much?
He's getting ready for all those little remix and little ad libs.
It wouldn't surprise me.
And he's asking for, "Do you think I'm sexy?" I was like, "I touch myself" would be kind of a good one too.
That's a cool one.
A little homage to Austin Powers.
Who did the piece for your logo there?
So that's by Jesse Hannum. So he is a graphic art designer. He's also a comedian, stand-up comedian. So the art print that everybody's getting is actually done by the same guy.
Oh, okay.
Well, that the first 100 is getting. Yeah, great guy. And if anybody is interested in using him for logos or what have you, you can shoot me a DM on the Twitterverse, and I'll hook you up with him. He's really, really talented.
How many books is Magnificent Bastards gonna be?
It's going to be between 6 to 8. It just depends on if issue 2 gets split. As right now, with the scripting, issue 2 is looking like it's going to be like over 84 pages. But if I split it, then we're going to go up to 8. If not, then it's going to be 6, varying page counts.
Okay. Script doctor. We know a script doctor. Miss McGee.
Mm-hmm.
How does ghostwriting work?
It's not fun.
I feel like
You write and you don't get any credit.
yeah.
You get,
that's no credit for your work. That's lame.
Yeah, it sucks.
You don't even get co-writer credit. Nothing.
Yeah, I was talking about it on a couple of shows. Like, it's really shitty, and a lot of the guys I knew back in the day that were like contemporaries or co-workers in some case, they really gave up on writing. Like, I talked to a couple of them in recent time, and they don't write anymore because they're like, it just destroyed them.
Yeah, you'd be shocked if I would pull out some names of big guys in the industry that use Ghostwriter a lot. And that usually means that they don't write. They just give a little plot, and the other one goes in and does the job.
Yep, and that's something that I've spoken to. It's like these guys, they've written a few things, whatever, and then they just go to the ghostwriting. And then what's interesting is that if it's somebody you're unfamiliar with, you kind of need to like do catch up and like read some of their stuff, or like read the previous issues, yada yada yada. But something I thought about, like, after I left doing that for comics like 15 years ago, is the fact that it's like it was so prevalent back then that realistically you don't even know if you're reading that person's actual writing.
Mm-hmm.
or if you're just basing what you're doing off of another ghostwriter.
It's a bit like us for some artists on the artist side. If you go to an internship, a fucking internship or trying to apply for like EA or something as a concept art and stuff like that, they will hire you technically as a ghostwriter. You're a ghost artist, and they take everything.
Oh yeah,
and you get no credit. And there's a few games that I've been part of and can't do shit with it because my name's not on it.
I don't know how due to the fact that I stopped so long ago, I don't know how prevalent it is in mainstream comics anymore. I'm sure it is, but like I look at shit like the Thor, that Miles Morales Thor book, and I'm like, there's no way a ghostwriter did this, because the ghostwriters actually had a lot of talent.
Dude, I
Like,
worked.
there's
I
just
wor-
no talent in
remember
the writing.
when EA opened in Montreal,
Yeah.
and I was part of the Deus Ex thing as an
Okay. Yeah.
intern. Yeah, and other games too.
It's funny
Yeah.
because when they opened, I actually sent them what I could and what
Uh-huh.
resume I could, which is like next to impossible because you're under NDAs. But I remember I wrote them this like cover letter, which was the greatest cover letter of all time. I wish I still had it. And it was like, I really need this job. I'm, financially, I could really use it.
Mhm.
What the hell did it say? It was like, I don't know if you've seen me, but I'm sure I've seen you because I'm living outside of your building in a dumpster. I wrote this huge flowery thing that was really creative to kind of just kind of push it to demonstrate creativity. But yeah,
But it's one of the bitches of the thing. And when I went to study 3D animation at NAD, some of those people were my teachers after. Yeah,
that's fun.
and especially the one that won an award for designing Deus Ex, like
Well,
Aiden. And
I
I'm
mean,
like,
I
bitch.
haven't really talked about it. I haven't really talked about it on air before, but like that was one of the reasons that I left was that
Mhm.
these motherfuckers were like winning awards for writing that they didn't even do.
Yep.
And like people were getting like Eisners and shit. And I was like, yeah, it's like what you're just using people,
But that's what
So I'm not about them.
I was trying to make it, and it's pretty much the same basic. I went like, fuck this shit. What's the point of me like doing all this? And they win. They get it. They're everything I'm doing. They're owning it, and I don't even get a credit. Like not even like assistant. Not even like nothing.
Yeah, something like they should give something like edit, like even an editor like credit for
intern or something. Like
ghostwriting.
you could just put like intern or yeah. Assistant
Yeah,
writer would be kind of interesting for somebody like you.
yeah. I mean, like
Please.
back then as well. Like one of the other things was I began to see like the messaging creeping in. And they're like getting you to write shit that I'm just like, I can't write this shit. Like this is like, I don't care how much you're paying me. Like this is just too wacky.
Mm-hmm.
Shit is too wacky for me. So I'm excited for Bastards because like I'm fully just like going balls to the walls with it. Like it's totally vulgar and fun and everything that I like writing. Without it, like none of this political bullshit. Just
Mm-hmm.
like a good time.
I mean, it's one of the things that Turner and a few others told me. Stop wasting your time trying to work for somebody else or get credit or stuff like that. Just work for yourself, because the day they don't need you or whatever, they're just gonna drop you and you'll get nothing. Might as well invest in yourself. That's how it is. Invest in your own IP, create your own thing. Huh?
Was the pay at least good?
Oh, the pay was great. Like it was really like, I mean, on some of them it wasn't, but like some of them was really good. And I did it for as long as I did because the hours were great. Like I could work like 4 hours in a week and have like be paid like $2,000 or more, right? So it was good. Emotionally it was horrible.
But if you're stuck in what I was talking about, the internship, you don't get paid that well at all.
Soul says, "Hey Sim, when I was checking the Inkslayer site for the logo, which I wanted to use on the cover, I noticed that the link to your YouTube channel seems to be broken. Might want to look into that."
Oh, I'll check it. Thank you.
We have Hazen Cruz. Hello. He says, "You should ask Steve Niles about the time Marvel hired ghostwriters to write a crappy ending to the Hulk that people thought Niles wrote and hated." Oh.
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks.
They do that. Like it's one of the things they've been doing to artists. Like they hired like technically a ghost artist. Nobody knows who the fuck it is, but they went and redrawn the butts of Michael Turner's and DC whatever he did, the Supergirl thing, and they just do that. It's the same thing they do with ghostwriters. Like they'll go in and they'll change the story of the writer, and they don't even know about it until it's too late. They don't care about anybody's work.
And I'm sure I was like part of something like that, but they don't tell you that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Like they give you the notes saying like these pages and this is what we want and here's the outline. Go at it, right? So I'm sure there was maybe situations that the original writer maybe didn't know that that's what they were doing. Who knows?
Yeah,
You're not made privy to that kind of shit.
that's shitty. So it's shitty for everybody then.
Oh, and by the way, Phil just joined the chat going, hey, just posted a new update.
Oh, awesome.
Hey,
Yeah, I need to reach out to Phil
Hey, yo.
about getting him on. I gotta reach out to him. I gotta get Doja-kun on and a few others. Sim, get to ghostwriting the Red Dress Diaries. I promise I will give you no credit. Soul says to Sim, Chris is getting demonetized because of your F-bombs again.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Toxic Tramp Stamp will be modeled after Amber, and Bebe will be Jada. Fist says all of these creative industries are so full of shit and parasites at the top of the heap. This is why it's here nothing these days.
I agree.
And that's why right now they're having a lot of trouble. Like all those little gaming companies are having a lot of trouble getting actual, like, you would say, like, creatives going in. That's why right now all they're getting is Tumblr people. Dude,
Well, that's the new way of taking advantage. Is like Fiverr and Tumblr and all that shit.
yeah, but just look, like, if a small indie company decides to make a game like the Ninja Turtles right now, and they make banking, what's the point of going to work and slave like a motherfucker for somebody that will not appreciate it, or you won't get credit for?
Hansen says Niles had no idea they changed his ending. That they said would be fine to write until he started hearing from fans about it. And he says that's why independent comic companies are, in my opinion, the way to go these days if you want long-term growth that doesn't drain you mentally, provided they have good contracts. Good.
I mean, the other thing with indies and especially like with CG books is that like you actually get to talk to the community, which is just so much better than when like I know some guys who still work for like big two companies and they're like, yeah, I go out to cons and I can't even really talk like what I want to talk. I'm like kind of like have to really watch what I say in the fear of somebody finding out.
We have a special update. El Gargle just joined in and says, Backer 49, where's my goddamn song?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patronage. I can't speak English. Blame
it on your Canadian thing. It works.
Yeah, it's the Canadian accent, I swear.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen El Gargo. I seen he was playing Far Cry 2. Nice choice. I like Far Cry 2.
Yeah, we're playing the Ninja Turtle 2 the other day. Pretty cool. Way better when you hook in the freaking controller, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you when we was playing it. I was gonna ask you when was we gonna play it.
We played this weekend, and anytime you're available, let us know.
Ooh. Yeah.
What?
Playing it without me. Let's see.
Dude, I sent you a message going like, hey, here's the game. And he's like, I didn't ask you to buy it for me. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm buying you a gift. Teach me to be fucking nice.
Yeah. Bet you learned your lesson about buying me gifts, didn't you?
Yeah. Fuck. No, I better not hear you complain that, your birthday or something, you don't get gifts. Fuck.
Let's see.
Yeah, you buy them early, and then, when somebody forgets, why didn't you give me anything for my birthday? Do you not remember I bought you Ninja Turtles 6 months ago?
Yeah. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I got to put there's the Sugar Rush.
So what's the song gonna be?
I never said I was doing a song. Let's see.
Spells like Chris, stop being grumpy. I was joking about your face.
Tommy says you gotta get some things done. Have a good one. Yeah, you too, Tommy. I hope the day goes well. Let's see. Do you think I'm sexy, God? I don't remember that song.
So saying,
Or any of these
Bill
songs.
Rudders, I was trying to give him a nice like dude song for once.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, baby, let me know. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think I can remember like the chorus or whatever there. You know, that main part, but I don't remember any of the actual lyrics part.
So Logan says hi.
Yeah, the snitch.
Yeah, the snitch.
Mm.
I know you flipped the middle bird.
Yeah. Damn snitch. Let's see. Okay, it says Far Cry peaked at 2 and 3. Yeah, 3 was all right. I liked 2 more than I did 3. I liked the whole where the guns could jam. You know, it had an old Springfield rifle, which made me happy. Yeah, I liked 2. I enjoyed it. Liked how you had to take those like malaria pills.
I was about to ask, was that the one where you had to keep taking malaria
Yeah,
pills? Yeah.
yeah, I liked that one.
I liked 3. 3 was alright.
Let's see. Yeah, I haven't played since I think I played some of the 4th one, and that was it. Let's see, in the Twitter group. So what? Hold on, what?
Chris is saying I've never finished a Far Cry game. I think I fit. Yeah, I think. No, me neither.
No. Get out of here. Get that. Gosh dang it.
So Sim, for Deus Ex, how many people did the designs that didn't get credit? I'm curious.
There's a lot. I did the design for the arm.
Oh,
and,
really? Okay.
And Aiden, yeah.
No,
and
you didn't.
There was a few others.
Not according to the credits, sir.
Nope. And not according to the teacher neither. But you should have seen that face when she saw me.
Was she saying that she designed it?
Mm-hmm.
So when she saw you, she was like,
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Did you call her out?
Yeah, especially, but the only thing is, she changed gender.
My God.
So yes, it was really weird, and you can imagine how it was like. Oh, hi! I recognize you. What's up?
Good times.
Yep. But she was a great ZBrush teacher.
Let's see.
I don't know if she was she did the modeling and everything, and she supposedly won the award for design.
Finished a Far Cry game. I'm trying to think. Did I ever finish a Far Cry game? I think I finished the 3rd one. I might have finished the 2nd one. I don't remember.
I also did the first female Assassin's Creed designs. Like I'm the one that did the elbow blade. Remember?
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah.
You had the front one for the wrist. I'm the one that had the design for the brace with the elbow that would come out, like the elbow blade. I still have that design. And I also did it never came out though, but it's they wanted to have futuristic design, so I had to design a futuristic assassin. So I had a male and a female because they asked me to put a female in the future with them. So I had the anti-grav shoes. I designed the anti-grav shoes, the elbow blade thing, and that showed up, but not the futuristic aspect of it.
Might have ended up in the comics because they were doing a bunch of comics for a long time.
Hmm.
You never know, because they, my understanding is for the comics they used a lot of the unused concept art went over to those guys to,
and it
to
was done
use,
by
so.
it was done by one of those Luna company here in Montreal.
Let's see. Yeah, 2 is his favorite, hands down as well. The emerging was so good for the time they didn't overdo it with the towers yet. Yeah, but 2 also had those, what was it, that respawning outposts or something, or checkpoints where every time you'd try to go anywhere, they'd just be respawned back in trying to kill you. But even then, I didn't mind that. Kept it actiony. So I liked 2. I enjoyed it. And of course, El Gargoyle's posting the lyrics. Let's see. Says, I wonder if any trans that go all the way that keep their willy in a jar. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's pickled.
Oh, God.
Fist says, your teacher became a Transformer Decepticon to avoid being charged with
But dude, it's common practice for them in a way. So it's like the leading designer gets credit for everybody underneath him. Sad, but that's how it is.
And Soul says, Sim was 3 Liberation the first female AC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't remember. I know they had those little spin-off Assassin's Creeds. What was it? The one that was in Russia? I think there was one in China or something.
But there've been a lot of them there. But I was curious because they were supposed, when we got approached, it was supposed to be like a futuristic, like let's go in the future Assassin's Creed thing, and would have been kind of interesting, but that never happened. I think
That probably would have been more fun than the other one. Like, those games are just kind of the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm. But that kind of close the loop because like you start the game, it's like you go in digitally, you go in back in the days, you travel in time. It would have been cool to have like close the loop and go in the future.
Yeah, I agree.
I haven't played since the third one. Third one was the last one I played because I was like, yeah, this is all getting kind of very samey. I'm getting kind of bored.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stopped playing.
It's kind of like when they introduced the boat, like the pirate one, and now every single one of the Assassin's Creed games have like the same boat mechanics over and over again. Just like cut and paste. Something your teacher won't be able to do anymore.
But it's one of the things that you have to be careful.
Cut and paste.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you go to university and stuff like that. There's a reason why there's a lot of those teachers that also work in the industry at the same time, and they get you to work on those school projects that end up being designed for something. Like I also worked on the design for a movie of Captain Future. Also, I think the name was in English. Remember the old cartoon Captain Flam? No, it was a space guy. He had like a circle, a bit like Iron Man on his chest, and he had a brain robot following him everywhere. The American name was Captain Future.
Yeah, not familiar.
And I worked on the initial design for a remake of Logan's Run, which is another one where they wanted me to bring in this because that they're called the Sandman, the hunters.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to create redesign the main characters, but they wanted hunters. They wanted Sandman to be women as well. And I thought that was stupid because the women were the one like leading them, like they were like the tech people on the computer in the original movie, and the guys were the one running after people. But the entire like assistant, the computer team was woman. Like that's how it was divided. But then they just wanted to keep it that way, but add Sandman as woman Sandman, and I'm like, okay, just to me it just broke what the actual story was about.
How prevalent is that though? What you mentioned about like these teachers taking their students' stuff from the courses and
It's
using it.
it happens way too much. Like as it's one of the things they do.
I'd
Like
never
I
heard of
did
that before. That's
I
pretty.
did designs for Fanta as well. For the
So
Fanta mascot. Yeah.
is it part of like the agreement that like when you are going to into the program, do they say like you don't own your work or something? Like I'm confused by that. It just seems weird.
But technically, you own what you create. But if it's for a special project, like it, they go in and they go, "Oh, this is for something like this. What if we did this?" And then you find out that it's used. Get it? It's like a supposedly a job, you know, like, and then you find out that they actually used it,
Hmm.
and that's not protected. As if you create your own thing. That's why I was happy that at NAD, like anything I would create that was my own, like NAT and stuff like that, that I used during the school was all copyrighted under my name because we had a copyright lawyer that was our principal. But the thing is, when they did those special projects for NAD and stuff, that's why there's some people that lost their job. There was a guy that in college, there was a guy that was a script writer. He was a script doctor and stuff like that, and he stole a whole bunch of people's script. Yeah. And he sold them, and they found out, and they fired the guy. But that's what they do. It's one of the things that
See, I thought it was bad with just doing the ghostwriting, but the shit you're saying is like beyond the scope of what I knew was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was shady shit, but I didn't know it went that far.
It's one of the things that, like I'm telling you, like the lawyer, she was a copyright lawyer, but she ended up being the principal of NAD school, right? And she told us, like, right off the bat, like, she gave us the warning, like, be careful because this shit happens. Yeah.
So saying, no wonder you wanted to do your own stuff at a point, Sim, when other people always took credit for things you came up with. Imagine someone else would claim now that Wimpson's coat was his idea. Fist says, yeah, so when I worked with the narrative team for Assassin's Creed, that character was quietly pushed to the side because the lead was a moron and failed basic continuity. Sweet. Interesting. Yeah, I never played that one, the female one. What was it? Liberation?
Yeah. But that's what I thought was weird is that when they asked us to design them, it was supposed to be for futuristic. I thought it was weird that they used her for like liberation.
Steam Deck. I'd like to get a Steam Deck, but I don't feel like spending money. Maybe I don't want to sing it. I don't have to do nothing.
Well, I mean, it's only one backer, so I'm with you, Chris. If it was like 5, then I might be egging you on as well. It's the sound of silence, my favorite song.
All right. Let's see. Fist says, I could tell you some horror stories about Ubisoft and Amar's reign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ubisoft's known as the McDonald's of the industry, and they do that a lot.
Ubisoft.
Like the entire EA company that started in Montreal was because it was people that got screwed over at Ubisoft and they left. And they started the EA Montreal that became Squaresoft Enix now. Yeah.
So it's a question that I never really thought of as well, is like, because it seems to me that a lot of this like ghostwriting and like taking advantage is like happening in Canada. I haven't really heard anybody from the United States talk about it. I'm sure it exists, but like it seems like a lot of the outsourcing was happening over here.
It happens. Chris is from the States, and he's been in there too. It does happen in the U.S. too. Yeah.
Let's see. Fist says he's not impressed with the Steam Deck. Yeah, I know there's also the guy that does my computer. He has he has a thing. I can't remember now what it's called. Costed like $1,500, but it's like a handheld, like how Steam Deck is. You can play your. It's like a handheld computer, and he says it runs amazing, and it can play basically any computer game and the best with the everything. He was showing me it. He shows it off and stuff.
What's the Steam Deck? Is that the console they came up with?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
handheld.
Handheld,
Okay.
where you can play your Steam games on it. Oh, hey, Tommy. Says horror stories are always fun to hear, Mr.
What's up, Dumpa?
Mr. Tommy. Laura says, hush your mouth, guest person. Rules are rules. Don't make me get Johnny in here. Soul says, for me personally, the Steam Deck is too bulky. What's the deal with the thumbsticks on top? They always mess up the placement. Lower, middle for both. What's so hard about that?
Yeah, that is true, but Chris is pointing out that something that's true too. Patrice Desilets, the creator of Assassin's Creed, was fired twice by Ubisoft because there was a bug up the ass at some higher level people there. Yeah. It's like, if you know, like,
Tops.
if you've heard about the Robinson Crusoe, that's a good example of a horror story that happened similar like that. A guy designed created something, they did a cartoon, and then the company owned it, and they fired him from it. And he fought for years, and he finally won after many years in court. It was the same thing with Caillou.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's just another example that it's stuff that we've known. Because the guy that those people had like resources at a certain point to actually lawyer up and go after the big companies.
Did you ever see the videos that guy was doing of adult Caillou?
Yep.
Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Shit was funny. Caillou, it's time to get a job. I don't think so, Daddy. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the one that he has, so the thumbsticks are in the middle, but it's not the Steam Deck. It's that other $1,500 thing. But like, it's got like really high speaker in it and all that stuff. It's very fancy. All right, I guess I better sing this shit. Gosh dang it. I really don't want to today. All right, let's see. Where's the lyrics? Let me scroll up.
Gargo saying Vinny has stories about Joe Quesada ripping him off. Yeah. That's another thing that happens a lot in the industry.
All right. How's it going?
Gargo's like, where's my song? I paid good money.
He says, she sits alone, waiting for suggestions. He's so nervous, avoiding all the questions. His lips are dry, her heart is gently pounding. Don't you just know exactly what they're thinking? If you want my body, sexy, come on, sugar, let me know. If you really need me, just reach out and touch me. Come on, honey, tell me so.
It's not bad. We played backup. We played support.
Let's see. He's acting shy, looking for an answer. Come on, honey, let's spend the night together. Now hold on a minute. I don't know how the rest goes. I've lost the rest. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy.
And you want to use a Baldo.
Every time I think of Rod Stewart, I just think of the South Park part where he's like, poop my pants. in his wheelchair.
Explains why you kept laughing.
Well, poop my pants.
So it's a new cover coming next show.
There, Gargoyle. You got your damn song. Leave me alone.
Cut Rider. Oh wow, do it again and make me feel it this time.
Poor. Oh, no, El Gargoyle. Don't talk about Joe Q. Don't get Benny started. Get another Joe Q rant. Okay. There. Of course, Fisk is still here for it, so I get to look forward to another YouTube video thing. All right, you got your song, people. Now leave me alone. How long we been going? Almost an hour and a half. Good. I'm gonna start wrapping this up then.
So saying Chris Fisk, that's sad but true. Unfortunately, that's not a business where indies can make a lot of difference. Wins like Valheim are rare. Funny enough, a lot of money is made with mobile game. Yeah, that and Deep Rock Galactic is another indie game that's pretty solid and popular. Made a lot of money.
What's that new one? There's that new vampire one too. It's really good.
I will
that?
say
V Rising. It's like Valheim.
I will say though that indies are making a bit, or the things are changing for gaming.
Yeah, there's City Red Project too. That started indie, but it's developing like high-end fucking games.
Because I mean, things are so much, I guess you'd say, decentralized now. Like people aren't listening to mainstream as much as they are, and thanks to the way you have your online influencers and stuff now. I mean, look at how like he said, Valheim came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's the thing I seen, V Rising or something like that. Like even the developers for that game was like, yeah, this is going to be like, it's just we're just going to put it out there and it'll just do a little bit of money.
It's like Deep Rock Galactic. It's 4 or 5 people that put that game together. You're like, holy shit.
Right.
Yeah, I've been playing V Rising and it's Valheim with vampires. It's awesome. It's good times.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, and that blew up, and they weren't even expecting it to, or they were just like, yeah, it'll do a little bit. Yeah, so I mean,
and if I'm not mistaken, the new Ninja Turtle thing that just came out, like the homage to the old arcade game, isn't it an indie company that did it too?
I don't know.
Which is making big money right now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's more than ever now. Like little indie games now can actually, be seen and make money and stuff like that.
Yeah, but this entire thing broke. Like I've mentioned it before. I've mentioned it more about comics, but it's also the same thing about video games and a lot of stuff. Even music, when you think about it, they don't even need to be signed by big companies now. They can just make a hit and be on the #1 chart just by being on YouTube. Look at Tom McDonald and Dax and stuff like that. It's the entire industry has changed, where it's like before it used to have to be Marvel or one of those big companies putting something out for people to care. But the example I use is, you used to go to a con as a comic book artist. You would try and get the interest on your characters, and people would always go, "Do you have Batman? Do you have some Wolverine?" And now the entire spiel has changed. People are interested in, like, they'll see your Wolverine or this, and they go, "Do you have your own characters?" And that changed in every type of industry. People actually now support more people that will be willing to do things by themselves than selling out.
Sim saying to Fisk, while sharply mocked and criticized by those people, effing Diablo Immortal made 24 million microtransaction. It really annoys me. I agree with that. It does. It is annoying, but at the same time, like that's nerds. Put it bluntly, look at comics, look at gaming. Like it's like looking at a person who's in a victim of being beaten. They get beat, smacked around, and they keep coming back for more. Like these companies shit all over them, give them really subpar. Heck, nowadays a game can be mediocre, and people are like, "Oh, yes." because
It's
it's not complete shit. And
it's so
Hit me more, Daddy, please.
yeah, it's like, they shit in their hand and they're like, oh, yay. They go right back to it.
Can you rub some of that on my face, please? Let's go. Yeah, it's and how many games are exactly like all mainstream gaming and like mainstream comics goes for like a lot of movies as well. It's like just the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's just like just keep eating it, keep shoveling it in. Let me put more sprinkles on that pile of shit for you.
And a lot of these big channels, YouTube channels, irritate me because they'll proclaim their virtue as being these like against the their shit that comes out and all this, how all these problems, but then like they'll make tons of videos going over like say Diablo Immortal or promoting people who spend tons of money on Diablo Immortal. They'll talk about that. They'll make all these videos, but they won't talk about like good games. Like say they won't be like, well, if you don't like what Diablo is going on with Diablo, maybe go check out Path of Exile,
Right?
Like that, or they won't promote it or talk about it because that don't get clicks and views. Positivity doesn't sell. We need outrage. We need this, or it's just stupid to me. It's like,
I agree with you. Like, why, if you're just gonna shit on stuff constantly, why not? Like, if you're like everything's broken and everything sucks in the mainstream, like I'm right with you, Chris. Because like, if that's the case and you feel that way, why aren't you promoting indie stuff then?
right? Like I watch a guy called Splattercat Gaming because that's what he does. He just talks about indie games and stuff, and he plays them on his. That's all he does: make videos playing them, talking about them. Just showing them off, and then he's like, "There you go. So if you're interested, go check them out on Steam. You can wish list them or do da 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 da." That's all he does. He just talks about games, and I'm like, "Good. Yes, he's promoting. He's doing something positive here instead of just being like." Rrr.
I could take a guess of what the big channels you're talking about are.
It's annoying. Because that's what I was seeing the other day. Because I'd watched a Diablo Immortal video, and it was recommending me these other guys and stuff. And so I was like, "Well, I'll check them out." And it's like, oh, fuck this. Got annoyed.
That's my next comic is just gonna be microtransactions. You get the cover, I ship you the cover, and then for like $5.99 you get like each individual page.
There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Fist says I either want to make a retro SRPG. Ooh, Shining Force. That one. Ooh.
Shining Force is dope. I love Shining Force.
That was a good one.
Do the kids still say dope nowadays?
I don't know. Sometimes I get off of like comic Twitter and like I'll get into other parts of Twitter and I'm like, I have no idea what half of like the majority of what's being said. I'm like, this isn't English. What is this? It's not even a language. It's and they're English. They're speaking English, but I don't know. Everything's like shortened down, or they're using weird lingo and phrases. I'm like, I don't know.
Either I'm having a stroke or I'm out of the times.
Yeah, so I just said, okay, I'm going back to my little corner.
I think we should bring back Ye Old English to fight it. That way they'll have no clue what the fuck we're saying.
He says he wants to make one like Shining Force or a Metroidvania game using my Infinitale property. Who knows, though? This comic is already expensive. Yeah. Oh, man. Those old school ones. What was it? Shining in the Darkness, I think, was what it was called. Was one I had. And for the Sega Genesis, that was a good one. I liked it. But yeah, I had Shining Force. I had that one.
Shining Force 3 was my favorite, personally. I loved that game.
Yeah, I like those old school ones. Those were fun. There's people that still do those kind of old school RPGs. I was thinking about getting some. They were on Steam. It's been a couple years now. But yeah, there was some that were made. They weren't like they didn't have the retro graphics. They had like newer graphics, but like it was like the same mechanics of the old school like that. I was like, man, I haven't seen something like this in a long time.
And what's up, Dojoku?
Hey, Dojo.
Power Apps called me Fat Face again. Okay. Fat Face is grumpy today. I mean, Sugar, just joking. I am sorry your Tim Brady broke up with you too soon. Love you, sugar. He says the sim, yeah, Shredder's Revenge is made by a smaller studio and produced by .emu.
Yep.
Let's see. Pop says Tom tore it up. He's a beast, locked out by the mainstream and still killing their numbers. New Blood is doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap! It kicked me down. Where was I? Fist says, I don't blame Blizzard for Diablo Immortal. I blame the morons that pay/play it. Exactly. Yep. As long as people keep giving them money and giving them attention, and these big influencers constantly making all these videos, all they're doing is giving them free advertisement.
Yeah, but that's not dude. It's not free advertisement. That's the thing that people don't get. They get the games for free. They get paid to sell it to you. They're not selling you a game because they always think it's freaking good. They're getting paid for it. Influencers are not doing this for free.
Yeah.
So
Do you think that there's something where like the negative reviews guys are getting paid for the eyes on it, for the outrage?
I don't think the negative ones are as much. Yeah.
If nothing else, they're getting paid by YouTube because they're getting all those clicks and views.
Yeah.
That's just business for them.
But a lot of them influencers get all those games for free.
Ugh. Yeah, these dummies that keep, like, gosh, like, just keep your money. Like, it's like people can't let go of their because they just don't want to take the time maybe to find something new. But it's like, I've never understood that. I've never got it. I'm just like, I'll just go find a new hobby if this one. Fuck it. But there's always something out there. Like we live in a time where there's so much to choose from.
Just look at this, okay? Mobius and that new Miss Marvel miniserie, whatever TV series that just came out. Every critic is calling it out as it's shit. Everybody's saying that it's bullshit. But if you look on social media, every post you see about it, it's phenomenon. It's great. You need to go see it. Like it's weird.
Let's see.
You got to see the Morbin. It's Morbin. My favorite was how they put it back in the theaters. It flopped again, and then the people
We were too busy.
Yeah, we were too busy. We were busy that weekend. Put it back in the theaters for a third time. I thought that was fucking genius.
I've seen a couple clips of that movie, and man, that looks so bad. Oh man, like I've seen the after credits scene because it popped. Some of the clips popped up on my Twitter feed. So I've seen the after credits scene, and I've seen a scene where a guy's dancing around. That looked pretty rough. Let's see. Exactly, it's because those paid corporations get away with their loot box like BS. Yep, I miss the old days of gaming. I really do. I miss expansion packs. I miss the big ass manuals. I miss the physical copies.
And Gargo points out, look what happened at G4. They couldn't do their job right, and they got exposed for being paid by EA.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like Frosk? Hero of Song and Story?
Metroid and Castlevania Symphony of Night follow a very specific genre. We try to huge map use unlock skills. Yeah, Metroidvanias. Yeah. I just seen the other day. What was it? On Twitter, it was a figure. Somebody, like, I guess they were selling of Symphony of the Night for death. It was really nicely done. Let's see. If we want these glorified casinos to stop, it's well within our power. Mock the morons that spend money in that crap. They're the actual problem. Yep.
Yeah, don't give Marvel money. Give me your money.
That's right.
Buy Magnificent Bastards.
Give James the money. He can use it. Your money will go towards something actually useful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Way off topic, but a free VPN on Android devices, Award VPN. It takes a code and lasts for what? What is Pale Rider going on about, Sim?
Hold on.
Is he selling something? I think he's shelling. think he's got a sponsor. Let's see. If you're like me, you go into older games because they're better. That's yes, actually. That is generally what I do. I either go older games, I go back to my old games, or I get indie if I do anything. If I buy anything new, it's indie. But generally, I just go back to older games. Like either I go through GOG or I pull out my physical copies I buy or something like that. Because the graphics might not be maybe as good. You could maybe say that, but like mechanics, immersion, story are usually better in the older games. Let's see.
Yeah, but that dude, most of the games right now, it's pretty much the same thing. They're all trying to have the same. It's like the movies right now. Every movie is the same recipe. It's a cookie cut. Same thing with video games.
Dope is out. Wicked sick is in.
And it's like they forgot that it's not just story. What makes a story special? It's also the character that goes through that story. And right now, all the characters have no personality, no character. Everything's meh.
What are island boys? Are they butt buddies? What? Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, gargoyle. Let's see. Trying to go through all the chat. New Blood is an indie game company. Oh, is that the ones making the first-person shooters? I can't remember.
We have Frankie in the chat.
What? Oh, Frankie knows? Yeah, Frankie knows. Oh, hello, sir. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up. Pops is putting his links for the Monday Madness. Dojo Kun says, hey gang, be sure to join the chat for the Dojo Kun Shill Shack. James from Broken Compass Comics will be there and we'll ask the questions Suga is too timid to dare broach. There we go. There we go. Yep. And there's the link to his YouTube. Thank you. Thank you.
And Gargo's answering, yes, they made the newest Portal.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Power says the game I play the most online is chess. Oldie, but still good. Oh my gosh, that makes me want to go back and play. What was it? Battle chess?
Oh, Battle Chess was great.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh my gosh, I remember being just small and walking into the stores, and they would always have like a sample, like like a setup computer, because they were selling computers, and there'd always be one set in there, and the one game it would have on it was Battle Chess, and I remember just being like. And running over because I didn't have like a computer that could play games, so I'd run over and always go to that computer and be like, "Oh my god!" and being so like amazed, like they would just like go up and they
yeah,
like, oh yeah,
yeah, I love that game.
And I think I might have a copy of it now. Now that I'm older, I might have gotten a copy of it in my travels, through auctions and flea markets because I remember the cover art of it being cool.
There has to be a version of it on Steam.
There is. It's I think they remade it, if I'm remembering correctly. Actually, just looking it up. I seem to remember seeing something about that. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's one that'd be interesting in mine.
Oh yeah, Battle Chess is on Steam.
Nice.
How much
I figure it would be on there or on GOG.
How much does it go for?
It's like $10 Canadian, so probably like $8 for you guys.
Yeah, I'm Canadian too, by the way.
Well, I know, but I'm just talking to the American Brotherhood out there.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. Which seems sometimes it's the specials if it's on special type of thing.
Right.
Man, reminds me, I need to break out my old computer games. I got a couple I need to install if it'll let me install on this modern computer. Oh, I just thought about that. I'll have to. Oh man, that means I'll have to sit there and try to make it work and dig into it. I haven't done that in ages.
Okay, there's two. There's more than one. There's Battle Chess the regular one at $10.99. There's something called Battle Chess Game of Kings. Battle Chess 4000.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember Battle Chess 4000. That came out later. It was like 2000 or 4000. Yeah. Let's see. Sugar. That's why I hold on to my PS3 and PS2 for home consoles, because that's where you had still mostly complete games. Yep. Play the modern stuff on my PC. Yeah. Yeah. I still have all my consoles for that reason. That's so I can still hook them up and play them. Man, I want to go get my computer games now. I really want to play Star Siege or Mech Warrior.
Oh, Mech Warrior, that was good.
Let's see. Just download a mod, make character. That's true. Yeah, just download a mod. Yeah. God, mods are great.
I never use mods.
Yeah, that's why GOG is great, because they re-release all these like games that just don't like stop working over time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
I've been on GOG for years now, and I remember like being part of where they would have those forums where it was like, recommending games and stuff, and I was always just like this one. And then I waited for years for them to get like Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom on there, and they finally got it. And I was like, yes, that and what was it, Gangsters? They finally got that one on. I was like,
yeah, the one that made me really excited was when they put Blade Runner on there. I was like, fuck yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting for some others. Yeah. What was the last thing I played on there? Jade Empire? Maybe? Yeah. All right, let's see. What's everybody saying? There are no more game designers in AAA games these days. They're replaced with economists and people that rip off 20-year-old game designs. Yep.
Pretty much.
They made the newest Postal. Oh, yeah. I seen that. What was it? Postal No Regrets?
Yeah, no regrets. Yeah.
Which is the one? Which one do I have? Because that one kind of blew. I played one on the stream here. I didn't even finish it on stream because it was like, oh yeah, Postal 4 No Regrets. That one was not so great. But there's another one I seen that just came out recently, Postal something. Because I seen somebody saying that there was actually one of these new ones. It was either No Regrets or another one, and somebody was saying it was good. I was like, the one I played was like a lesser version of Postal 2. Like in terms of graphics and everything, like it felt like it was just a weaker version. But Postal 2 was good. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, see what it was. Let's see. We got Soul says, in my early 20s, I found the classic battle chess on a machine in computer class. Started playing and forgot the speaker sound. First pawn went loudly. Ah! I'm not sure anime cream pies is compatible with it. What? What are you talking about, Bell Rider? SSX Tricky? Yeah.
I know it was an interesting snowboarding game.
It's tricky. I remember the commercials for it.
It was like the Tony Hawk of snowboarding.
Yeah.
The newest one, Chris, is called Postal Brain Damaged.
Yeah, there it is.
That just came out on the 9th.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm wondering if that's the one they were saying was good, or if it was the one I played, because
The Gorgo's saying it's brain damage.
Feel like, yeah. Okay, good. Okay. I was gonna say, because that Postal 4, yeah. Even Soul said that Postal 4 I was playing was not that good. So, all right. How long have we been going? Almost 2 hours. All right, we need to start wrapping this up. I got things to do.
So don't forget to sub, like, and share this channel.
All right.
And go back, Magnificent Bastards.
Yes, please do go check out Magnificent Bastards. Thanks to our Mr. El Gargle for backing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And don't forget, you still have time to go back to Elson and Adverse too.
That's right. Let's see. And anything else you want to add before we head out, Mr. James?
No, just thanks to everybody that's been backing and helping get the word out. Means a lot. And sorry, Chris, I know that it's hard to talk about the comic with. It's hard to ask the questions when it's kind of a hush hush thing, you know. It's but once the second issue comes out, we'll be able to talk about it extensively.
Yeah, I remember you kept saying about not being able to answer and stuff on the 80s made. So I was like, well, I don't know. Don't want to spoil anything.
Well, you don't spoil anything. You can still ask the question, and you can just dodge it or say, "I can't say anything."
Yeah, it's just
It still
basically
builds.
trying
It
to
still builds interest, towards the book.
yeah. Just we've been trying to avoid spoilers because the way that the first issue goes is like kind of the setup for the entire series. So if I talk about certain elements, it's gonna like spoil the whole surprise, right? So I get it.
All right. But as for me, thanks everybody for joining us. I appreciate everybody joining, and I appreciate James you hopping in. There's still 21 days left. I'll try to get you back on again, James, before that ends
I appreciate that, Chris.
for a more proper stream. What in the world? Spoil me? What are you talking about, Ben? What is he going on about?
Exactly what I was saying. Like, technically, you don't have to do the spoiler, but you can still ask the question. And if he goes, it still builds interest for the people watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, I'm sure. I think he's just being degenerate. Anyway, what's my next show?
Usually it would be Friday, unless you schedule another one.
June 28th. I don't have anything else scheduled until the 28th, so I'll have to start scheduling people in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe I'll launch my Kickstarter on the 24th.
All right, we'll do that then.
There you go.
Yeah, so that'll be what? Yeah, that'll be this Friday. So, yeah,
Yep.
So next stream will be the launch then for Mr. Sim, unless I do something else.
Yep.
I do need to do an unboxing eventually.
Oh, we can also have somebody else if somebody's available during the launch. Like, we don't, it's not like I'm gonna talk 2 hours on my campaign.
No, we'll talk 2 hours about your campaign. Maybe I'll do my unboxing too then.
Yeah.
We'll do both on Friday.
Oh, by the
I
way-
know, Doja-kun. I gotta get you on. I know. That's what I was saying earlier. I gotta reach out to you. I gotta get you and Phil on. I don't know when I'm gonna do it.
I think Phil would be easier to get him on a Friday than a Monday, but he does work during the day lately. I don't know if it changed. So maybe you'd have to do like an extra show for him.
Let's see. Maybe the
That just means more singing.
Mm-hmm.
Doja-kun on the 27th, maybe. I don't know. I'll message him. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us,
Thanks, everybody.
and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Later.